Best entrance ever in the history of LifeVantage. Well done. All right, we are going to get this kicked off the right way. We want to know your name, where you're from, and what you did before LifeVantage. We'll start right here.
My name's Laurie Llewellyn. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. I did many things before LifeVantage, but I spent a lot of time in the interior design industry and in sales, and I owned a couple of businesses.
My name is Susan Kuhlman. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And prior to LifeVantage, I was a business owner in the men's and women's clothing arena and had 62 stores across the nation.
I'm Nikki Elsing, out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And in my previous life, I was a registered dietitian and a wellness coach.
Hello everyone, Sheila de Leon, Bayamón, Puerto Rico. Insurance industry for the past 24 years.
Perfect. All right, we are going to get kicked off with Susan. And Susan, you've been building your LifeVantage business now for 5 years. What advice would you offer to someone who's looking at you and has those same intentions of becoming an elite distributor?
We're going to start with the age here. So, age of wisdom. The advice I would give is you're here today, and that's step number 1. I'm blessed to say that I've never missed a corporate event. It's put a little pressure on me now because I can never miss a corporate event. I truly believe that the reason you're here today will get you here next year and the next year and the next year. And all the emotion you feel and all the advice that you're achieving and taking in will mean nothing if you don't get into action the minute you walk out these doors. I've seen a lot of passion and excitement, but nothing happens without action and intention. So my advice is, whether you have a team member above you or below you, or you're all by yourself, know what you want to do and what you want to achieve, and you lead that way and to achieve it that way. So my advice is, believe in yourself, follow others, and be responsible for getting the work done.
Awesome. We're going to head over to Nikki. All right, Nikki, we want to know, why didn't you give up when there's all these obstacles in network marketing? Why didn't you give up being new to network marketing?
Well, there are a lot of obstacles being new to network marketing. One of the first ones was myself. I was this big wall trying to decide if this was really something I wanted to do. I just really wanted to be a customer, you guys. This wasn't supposed to work. I kind of rolled my eyes and said, all right, sure, I'll sign up, I guess. And I can't believe it, how it's gotten crazy, but you know, we all went into those obstacles. I had to get over myself and also just realize that giving up was definitely not an option. You lean up on a lot of people, but giving up would mean that I'm giving up on my team and myself and all the people that still need this and want it. And my biggest motivation, you guys, is that means they win. All those people that gave me any judgment or looked at me funny or thought I was crazy to do this and you don't want to be a dietitian anymore, you want to go do this? It's silly. Or they kind of pat you on the back a little bit and say, oh, well, good luck. And they don't really mean it, it seems like. But I was determined not to let them win. And so there's no way to give up. And that's probably the biggest obstacle, is making sure that I just push forward and keep my chin up and move forward.
Thank you. We're going to head over to Lori. So you kind of already answered this, you know, what you did before LifeVantage. But what was it that made you decide to join LifeVantage?
Well, I actually joined LifeVantage on the spot. Same day. I didn't even see a video. And you're looking for me. But I did have some experience with network marketing. About 25 years ago, I was introduced to this wonderful business model called network marketing in a little town where I grew up called Gainesville, Florida. Home of the Florida Gators. We got any Gators out there? and I was really young at the time, and timing wasn't right for me. And I saw a lot of people go on to be very, very successful. Actually, a good family friend of mine joined the company and got real excited and worked her tail off, and is at the top of the company now and has been receiving residual income for 26 years. So when this came to me, it was introduced to me by my hairdresser. She had told me about the product. A couple days later, we sat down with Betty Lou Hyatt, who was real excited, and they were writing all these websites down, PubMed, this and that, and I'm sitting there the whole time going, I am totally in, just ask me to join your team. I mean, I was ready to go. I signed up, I didn't ask my husband, I didn't see the video, but I was ready to go. And I will tell you what I saw. I saw timing. You guys, I don't know if you understand this or if this is your first stint with network marketing, but timing is on your side right now. Timing is huge in this industry, and we have all the other components to make this an amazing opportunity. So timing was what I saw, and timing is why I jumped in right away. And I would just say it's not gonna, what I will say to you is that this opportunity will never look like it looks today. So when you go home, take this information that you learned and all the inspiration that you gathered and really go out and just build this thing, because it'll happen. I've seen it happen and I missed it, and I didn't want to miss it again.
Fantastic. We're going to head over to Puerto Rico, to Shayla. You are a very busy woman. You are a wife, you're a mother, you do hours and hours of volunteer work, and you're a network marketer. How do you find, or how do you organize your time between building your LifeVantage business and helping others do the same?
Well, you begin with 2% on a day and 4 axial volts. Believe me, it works, you need it. Just kidding. What is enough? But actually, just to be as organized as you can. Don't expect everything to be perfect. I made that mistake. I tried at the beginning to balance everything with my kids, with my home, with our faith, which is a big priority in our life, and be a very good network marketing professional. So just don't do that. There was a book that was recommended by Carrie Dickey. Thank you, Carrie. It's called The One Thing by Gary Keller. I urgently recommend you to read it. It helped me to see what was the one thing that was the most important as a wife, as a mother, and as in my business. So I did that. I followed those advice, and also the great advice of great mentors that have done it, that have walked the path, and I did it. I didn't expect everything to be perfect. So don't do that. It's not take the joy out of your business. Also, we initiated this project, both my husband and I, Pablo. It's a great help. I love you. Thank you for everything you do to help me make this happen. We sat down with our kids and we said, look, we have this project that we want to work. It's going to really make our dreams come true in the way that they really wanted for us to be at home. So we said, just imagine how our lives will be if mom and dad were there with you, sharing the good moments with you. And they were really excited about it. So we said, okay, we're going to do this together as a family. It's not mom's project or dad's project, it's a family project. And we're gonna be responsible for the sacrifices and for the joy at the end. So at home we share the chores. My husband did the grocery this week, my son did the laundry. It's okay. We're working together as a family, and we're gonna enjoy the good things at the end. That's what makes it different. But also, an agenda, a weekly planner will help, because you need to organize your life. If you don't have one, you're not doing this as a business, and it will just not work. So at the beginning of the year, I write down all the events, the academies, and all the important events in LifeVantage, both the personal and the family events. And at the beginning of the month, I separate the time I want to do presentations. So I make sure to have presentations for those days, either for myself or my team. I separate the time in my agenda for follow-up calls. So we try to make sure that the business has its days, and the family has its days, and we work together in that way. The important thing is that moms, don't expect everything to be perfect. You don't need to be perfect to be a good wife. You don't need to be perfect to be a good mom. And definitely you don't need to be perfect to be a professional network marketer.
Fantastic. Thank you. back over this way. Thank you, Lori. What are 3